Welcome back. This review is on the game played between Magnus and Geir Sune Tallaksen Østmoe. We'll review from the point from which I think the game-changing moves started to happen. Black played queen b8, which gains control on the b file and also can double up the a8-h1 diagonal later on the game if need be. White played knight e5, opens the bishop line, attacking the black bishop and put pressure on d7 square for a fork. As discussed earlier, queen moves to b7 to double up the diagonal with bishop. Bishop takes bishop. Queen takes bishop. Queen to c2. Queen along with rook is now attacking the h7 pawn and c7 pawn. Black moved pawn to c5. Instead of moving the c7 pawn, black could have played pawn h6. White queen cannot capture the pawn as it will lead to a bishop fork. However, followed by pawn c5, knight played to g4, attacking the black knight, which is supporting the h7 pawn. Now, black plays pawn h6, rook played to e5, attacking the queen. If you observe closely, now white pieces are closing in on black's king side and planning for an attack as most of the black pieces have not developed well. Queen moves to f3 position. Knight captures the h6 pawn in check. White started sacrificing the pieces to exploit the black's defense. Moreover, white pieces are all in attacking positions. Pawn captures knight. Rook captures pawn. King to g7 to attack rook and mobilize the black rook. Rook, g5 in check. King takes rook. Bishop moved to c1, putting king in open check position. This must have been the real intention when white earlier played rook h6 and thereby sacrificing the other rook. Pawn takes pawn. Rook to g4, exposing king to open check, attacking the pawn. Queen to e3, sacrificing the queen is the only way forward. Even if white captures queen, white can capture one more piece and it will all tally. Rook to h4 check. Knight to h5. Rook takes knight check. Another sacrifice as there are no other mobilizable pieces near king for support. King takes rook. Queen h7 check. King to g4. King to g5 would have been a better square to move to. Now white pawns can attack very well. Pawn takes queen. Rook to c8. King to g2. Rook takes bishop. Another sacrifice as white calculated moves can now end this game. This is what Magnus exactly wanted. Pawn to h3, check. King to g5. This was the only place king can go to. Queen to g7, check. King could go to h5 or f5, played to f5. Pawn to g4, check. King to e4. Queen takes d4 pawn, checkmate. Now suppose if king was placed in h5 square following check, then pawn to g4 check. Now king can only go to h4. Queen h6, checkmate. Magnus had sacrificed almost all of his pieces to capitalize on the king side weakness. Great game from Magnus. Thank you all for watching. Please support and subscribe.